What the heck? What? What? They're just clapping each other. Look at him.
A Spheal.
Spheal's so cute. Look, he's fluffy. They can fly. They got propeller heads. Oh my God! Did he die? What's good, YouTube? We here with another react. We are checking out PokEarth because I've been seeing these pop up. I've seen these pop up once and it looked interesting, and then they dropped a newer one recently a couple weeks ago, so I was like, you know, let's go ahead and just like watch all of them and see what's going on with them, because they look very well made.
Our planet is home to over 1,000 species of Pokemon, each battling their own fight for survival. Wherever you go, there are remarkable examples to show the lengths some species will go to in order to stay alive. Here at the mudflats of Paldea, one creature has adopted a rather strange way to live on land. A Clodsire, commonly known as the spiny fish Pokemon, it spends most of its life out of water. It can walk on land and breathe air.
Little blob.
Its life is very different from most fish.
Little dirty blob.
The fish out of water, maybe, but they thrive here in Paldea. But what makes life on land so worthwhile? The answer lies in the
Wooper! Little Wooper!
Moist and away from aquatic predators, the mud is the perfect place for Clodsire
I want to squish their young. Yeah, I know they're cute, but I never run them in my parties, in any of the games.
Not without its problems. It's hard work.
I actually watched this if they were a real document. Honestly, it is neat.
But
one thing I will say
has a chance to woo the females.
One thing I will say though is, if y'all haven't already, I definitely recommend the show Pokemon Concierge. It's on Netflix and it's literally a stop motion animation. And it's really good. The season 2 literally comes out like next month, I think. And it's pretty much like, it's stop motion and it's like a Pokemon resort, but what the deal is, you're supposed to bring your Pokemon there, so like it's for your Pokemon to relax and stuff. And then usually a lot of the Pokemon there have like their own issues that they're battling with, or stress and things like that. So then as like a person that works at the resort, you're there to kind of like help the Pokemon kind of get through their troubles and stuff like that, and their hardships. It's really cute. It's really cute. Like, I was over the moon when I watched that first season a couple years ago, and then like I said, yeah, season 2 is coming out like literally in like a month or so. And then they're also working on another stop motion show that they announced recently too. So really cute show, really good vibes. Just really good vibes. You said Netflix? Yes, it is on Netflix. What's gonna be we're watching PokEarth, and I was just yapping about Pokemon Concierge because that show is really cute and really fun, and it's just good vibes. Good vibes. I'm surprised the Pokemon Company doesn't do it. I mean, we're at a point where the Pokemon Company is starting to branch out with more stuff. Like, you know, they just announced a Poke Park, right? And then now they're doing all these different little like offshoot shows, like stop motion shits and stuff. So it's only a matter of time where they'll start expanding more. Because like I already know Nintendo is expanding more, so I'm assuming we'll probably get more out of Pokemon. You know, what's good, Mako? Man, something about Pokemon Concierge? Yes. Freaking peak.
A rival male has appeared.
A rival male?
Among male Clodsire, competition for females is fierce. It looks like a fight is inevitable.
Ew. That noise. What the heck? What? What? They're just plapping each other.
There is devastating power.
They're just plapping. Use tackle. It was super effective.
No one is leaving this battle.
Oh my god, he's plapping more. He's retaliate.
He holds his crown and forces the intruder.
Oh, he beat him off.
To the murky
Pause. Fighting like the giraffes.
Before we continue, work on PokeArth is funded by Opera 1R2. As researchers, we often find ourselves.
Beat him off.
While some fish species fight for the chance to reproduce,
Is this a Magikarp episode?
Must first battle for survival.
Shout out to Magikarp.
Just a little further west of Kanto, within the mountainous forests, these flowing waters attract visitors from all over. Here, the tranquil summer months are a critical time for the life cycle of one particular Pokemon. Magikarp.
So beautiful. I love him.
A large number of them are gathering for the toughest
I'm a
challenge
Magikarp
of their
Gyarados
lives.
defender.
Returning from their ocean migration, the Magikarp prepare themselves to move upstream to evolve and lay their eggs. Because their eggs are so vulnerable, they can only survive in the shallow, still waters high up in the mountains. Raised water levels present the
See, I feel like that's bull because if you're early game Pokemon, it's always going to be a Magikarp in the water. Oh shit, Ursaring!
For a lot of Magikarp. Ursaring from across the
Did Magikarp ever close their mouths? I've never seen a closed mouth Magikarp, so probably not. I haven't even seen closed mouth Gyarados.
The longer the fish take on their journey, the weaker they become. While the falls may be modest in height, the predators hold the high ground.
Pidgeotto!
Despite their reputation as the world's most pathetic Pokemon,
world's most
possess
pathetic
an incredible
Pokemon.
ability to leap up to 7 feet in the air.
They got hops,
Although
7 feet.
useless in conventional battles, it's the perfect skill for their job.
I feel like that's good for dodging.
The fish perform short leaps into the air to see where the bears are.
They're beautiful. He's gonna kiss him. Whoa. Whoa.
But they don't always get it right.
Whoa.
Despite consisting mostly of scales and bones, Magikarp
He's dying!
is a snack amongst us.
He's dying!
But bears aren't
No!
the only danger to look out for. Once airborne, Magikarp make
Oh,
easy
that-
prey for any birds that happen to pass by.
Got swooped up. Says sight.
With death lurking just above the surface,
Pidgeon is
the
the
fish
sensing casting
hesitate at
stance.
the foot of the falls. Eventually, they have to take the leap, regardless of the danger.
A leap of faith. Blah. No. The Magikarp, they're dying. No.
But numbers are on their side. For every Magikarp caught, a handful of them
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Will survive to evolve and spawn the next generation.
Some of them will get through, become Gyarados, and birth more Magikarp to populate the waters.
In the Arctic.
Oh man. I was gonna say, so welcome in. Magikarp might be good fried though. Listen. I'm gonna plan a stream soon. The eat or pass Pokemon stream. When I do that, then we gonna discuss this. But it may or may not be on my list of ones to eat. Let's see. I can accept defending Magikarp, but defending Gyarados, the biggest, most insane menace in Pokemon world, is insane. Or my bad, third biggest menace, Snorlax and Jigglypuff exist. Look, Snorlax is my GOAT. That's my second favorite Pokemon. He can do no wrong. He can do no wrong. Gyarados is cool though, so I'm gonna defend him. I'm gonna defend him, and I'm gonna raise his little baby mode to all the way to level 20 just so I can have him in my party. What Pokemon is Kishin IRL? Like, if I was one, see, my aesthetic matches Darkrai pretty well. So, like the color, it's got the color scheme and everything. There is Greninja though too. Greninja, you know, is literally a ninja. But in terms of my color scheme, Darkrai is right there. That screams the Kishin vibes, you know? I mean, I don't got my shirt on right now, but y'all see the vision? Y'all see the vision?
Of our planet, some species contend not only with predators, but also their harsh environment.
Kind of hard to see the vision. I got your titties in my eye.
As the
Look, I didn't choose this life.
Strengthens, ice that once covered the glacial waters begins to break apart. The splintering ice becomes a fleet of rafts that are the perfect place for Walrein to raise their young.
Look at him!
A Spheal.
Spheal's so cute. Look, he's fluffy.
Old, he has little fat. And the only protection he has from the cold is a set of double-layered fur.
So fluffy and cute.
Due to their unique body shape, Spheal often have a hard time moving.
He's rolling!
It's not easy getting where you want by rolling around.
Oh.
Mum should be around here somewhere. Like all toddlers, this Spheal knows exactly how to get his mother's attention.
Ha! Oh my god! Very cute.
During the nursery,
there goes Walrein.
Spheal feed from their mothers.
You know, it's you know, I think ice types are the type of Pokemon that I don't really use often, but I like a lot despite not using them. There's not even really an active reason I don't use them other than, like, by the time, in most Pokemon games, by the time ice types really pull up in the game, I already have my party set. I already have my party set pretty much. And then also, usually if I have a water type in my team, I usually have like I can, if I need ice type moves, then I'll usually have an ice type move on the water type, you know? So I just never get a reason to use the ice types. But ice types are cool to me. Again, despite me not touching them. Because, like, I think there's a lot of cool ice types, like, you know, Spheal and Walrein and, like, what's his name? The damn... He's big as hell. From Gen 4. Not Mamoswine. Is it Mamoswine? Yeah, I think it is Mamoswine. Because Piloswine is the brown, like the brown little shrub version. But then he evolves to Mamoswine, I think. Mamoswine is cool. Freaking Beartic's cool. Like, there's a lot of cool ice types. Ice used to be very strong in Gen 1. I can see that for sure. Wailord or Donphan. Wailord isn't Wailord just water? Yosuke Nora, welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, Abomasnow is cool. We don't talk about Jinx. Freaking I thought Glalie was very weird. I don't think Glalie cool, but I think Glalie is weird. Where I'm like, why is this soccer ball, golf ball thing flying in an ice type? What is this? Oh, you know, it's another cool ice type, that Ghost Ice one. What, I don't remember its name, but it was Ghost and Ice. Is it Frostlass? Is that their name? There's a lot of cool ass ice types, y'all. There's a lot of yeah, Weavile. Weavile, like there's a lot of cool shit. What's good, Amber? Welcome in. It's an early stream, nice changing up the stream times. Yeah, this is the like I've been streaming later than intended for the past few weeks. This is like the intended stream time that I want to have for most of my streams. Except what's Wednesdays will be later in the day. But this is kind of the goal, is to have my streams around this time. But yeah, welcome. But yeah, ice types are cool. That'd be a dark psychic type. I can see that for sure. I can see that for sure. I don't know anything about Pokemon, so what's your favorite Pokemon? I have a top 3. My absolute favorite is the Goat Dragonite. I love Dragonite because he's cute, but also a freaking beast. He's cute, but a beast. This is an absolute powerhouse. All right, you know, they did reveal his Mega Evolution recently, which I wasn't really the biggest fan of the reveal. I was like, However, shout out to artists on Twitter, because honestly, the artists on Twitter have made me like his design more. I think that the artists have been popping off on the Dragonite, the Mega Dragonite art. And also, I'm praying that the shiny evolution, or I'm hoping that the shiny version of the Mega Evolution is like blue or like pink, then, because that would look really good. But I love Dragonite. I love Dragonite. Shit, Sableye and Muck. A lot of people like Sableye. I don't really care about them. I know this is probably like normie, but I don't often use Pokemon that don't have evolutions. It's very rare. I like Pokemon that have at least an evolution, preferably 3, because then it makes me feel better and makes it feel like I like the feeling of progressing my Pokemon. So getting it from like evolving once and then evolving again is satisfying to me. And then occasionally, if I really want someone on my team, it's like, and now they only have 1 evolution, it's like, all right, fine. But I very rarely use Pokemon that have no evolutions, because I just think it's kind of boring to me. Which again, that's probably a normie take, but I just be like that. It shouldn't be considered normie to not like use a Pokemon that doesn't follow one of the main features of the game. Yeah, I just say that because I know there's a lot of people that would probably look at me some type of way, because they'll be like, well, actually, some of these Pokemon that have no evolutions are actually some of the strongest Pokemon. I ain't trying to deal with that, all right? But I just like being able to evolve stuff. I think evolving is cool. I don't know. I think it looks cool. It definitely grew on me. But initially, when they first revealed it, I was kind of like, oh. But I'm cool with it now. Let's see. And I like the little ball on the tail. Like, you know, kind of going back to the previous evolutions. I just think that I just hope that the shiny color is better than this fucking doo-doo ass baby barf green that they have for the OG. My second Pokemon, Snorlax. I wrote Snorlax. Snorlax, I love me my Snorlax. Snorlax so cute. I'm wondering if y'all see a trend here on my favorite Pokemon. They're usually big as hell. They're big, strong, but also have a cute factor, low key. So I love Snorlax. He's just a powerhouse. That's my GOAT right there. My third favorite Pokemon to wrap up my trifecta is Ampharos. I love Ampharos. They are just an absolute powerhouse. You know, they start off as a little sheep and then you get them up there, now they're just a freaking OP beast. So many Pokemon that are my favorite, I can't even make a list. Yeah, there's a lot of them I like. That's why I usually kind of just keep it to a top 3. Because I know that, like, usually when I play a Pokemon game, if there's some way for me to get those 3, then, or one of those 3 in my team, then I usually try to do it. All right.
The milk, which contains over 70% fat, will help him develop a thick layer of blubber.
It's sucking the tea.
Of survival against winter's deadly grip. Drinking this, Spheal will gain roughly 5 kilograms a day. In just another week, he'll look like this chubby fellow.
So cute and fluffy.
These two brothers are eager to
I like how they just roll. They're so cute.
Their curiosity often lands them in trouble.
No! Oh! Oh!
Before they can get back onto the mainland, it becomes clear that
I used to got myself into one of those. Look, the Pokemon world would be fired.
These siblings are still too young to swim. And this newfound isolation...
They don't even know that that's a Pokemon.
Very dangerous.
They thinking that's ice caps.
A blizzard quickly approaches.
What's that big ass thing? I forgot its name. But they're sitting on it right now.
Before the storm
they're shivering.
First victims.
The storm's gonna kill them.
Whether by instinct or through sheer luck, the Avalugg appears to have taken a sudden detour back towards the mainland.
It took them back.
It will be a long time before the Spheal are ready to brave the storm.
Look, it brought them back to safety.
However, not all wild Spheal can be as fortunate. Nearly 50% of all pups will not survive to adulthood.
50%? They be dying. They be dying. Shout out to these to the person that made it though, EnlargedKai, because these are very well made. These are very well made. All right, Life of a Wailord.
Wailord.
Isn't that the Pokearth you need to trade in order to evolve? Yeah. So basically, which that's another thing too, is I don't usually like getting Pokemon that I know have a trade evolution because it's annoying to even think of. So for me and Dai's playthrough, what I decided to do was I modded the game to allow trade evolutions to just evolve at a certain level. So I think the trade evolutions evolve at like level 35 now or something like that. So I was able to evolve the Kadabra into Alakazam just by leveling. Cause yeah, Trade evolution. The concept of trade evolutions piss me off. Because yeah, I don't ever trade stuff, so it's like I'm not jumping through those hoops.
With a body length of over 14 meters, it is the largest.
Rhyperion Dusknoir, the biggest offender. Dusknoir is dope. Dusknoir is one of those that I'm like, I think is really freaking dope.
Is the size of a Snorlax, and some of its blood vessels are so wide that a war turtle could swim down them.
Damn.
Wailord travel in pods.
I always thought Wailord was cool because it's just a giant ass whale.
Ocean. From their breeding grounds off the northern coast of Sinnoh to the Alolan Sea where they feed.
Speaking of giant ass Pokemon though, I think my biggest disappointment though, with like, now that we're in this new era of Pokemon where you're running around and seeing them in the wild, I really hate that they're not scaled properly. Because again, like when we saw like the new Pokemon trailer that's coming out for like ZA, and you see a big ass Onix, but like they're honestly not that much bigger than everything else, even though in reality there's like Onix are like gigantic. It's like let these guys be massive. Let these guys be massive or minuscule depending on their size.
Amongst sites.
Imagine playing ZA where you're playing in this freaking city and then you throw out a Wailord and it's just covering the whole city or the whole street. That would be so cool.
Always enjoyed the people's admiration. In the last century, Alolan fishermen frequently drove Wailord from their feeding grounds due to fear that their pods would eat too many of the area's fish. Some desperate fishermen even organized large-scale hunting expeditions, which drove Wailord to...
It's crazy how well these are made, though. I think Pokemon should cut them a check.
But a focused anti-hunting
Pokemon should cut them a check.
The century finally led to the protection of Wailord in their ancestral habitats. Since then, their population has been
either cut them a check, or like we just see where this like creator, we just see them disappear off the face of the earth, right? We're like, where the hell are the videos? And then like in like a year or two, they just announced that like Pokemon announces that they're making a freaking documentary series, and then it like the reason that they were gone was because they actually got hired up to do it. That would be cool, but you already know they ain't gonna do nothing like that. That's wishful thinking. The quality of these is insanely good. Yeah, like and especially because like we're getting like different textures. Like you saw how fluffy this Spheal looked and stuff. Like these are really well made.
Steadily recovering.
The fact all Pokemon have actual thought out heights and it still isn't scaled is crazy. Yeah, especially because like now there's no limitations for it. They could just go all out. I can't hate on the modern games too much because the anime made Groudon seem massive, even though going by its actual height, Wailord could probably eat its ass. Yeah.
These Wailord are gathering off the coast of Akala Island to feed on a seasonal abundance of Wishiwashi.
Wishiwashi
Creatures that account for up to 65% of all deep-sea fish biomass.
This video is like National Geographic about Pokemon. Pretty much.
Wailord use their massive bodies to guide schools of Wishiwashi towards the water's surface. But the Wishiwashi are not completely defenseless. The sheer scale of the fishbowl daunts most predators. And combined with their glowing eyes, they send SOS signals, which can be seen almost 40 kilometers away.
Who finna save y'all?
Now they must wait for whatever comes.
That's a freaking massive ball.
The Wailord need to act quickly before the Wishiwashi have a chance to organize into a
They better hurry up and eat.
form.
The music though is funny.
By performing great splashes, the synchronized movements of the Wishiwashi.
Oh, so they gotta break them apart. Look at them, they're beautiful. Yeah, it is definitely a silly ass day.
Is their chance. The Wailord's vast mouths trap great volumes of water, gulping down the Wishiwashi in an instant.
Why is the music so dramatic? Cause the Wishiwashi were fighting for their lives against the Wailord.
Has failed to eat her fill. Soon, her body will be so light that it will become less dense than the air surrounding her. As a result, she will begin to float.
Flow in. Thank you for the follow, Nora. Appreciate it. Within Scuffville, hope you find a cozy comfy here. It's flying! What the hell?
No one knows the exact fate of these buoyant Wailords.
That motherfucker flying!
Once a common occurrence, protected sanctuaries near Akala Island have reduced.
Wailord, use fly! Just seeing him fly is funny as hell. Oh my god.
The Asado Desert, dry and barren.
Flygon.
Some call this place home, from high up in the sky to those just beneath the sand. But not all find this arid place hospitable. Doduo, on their annual migration towards land with a more temperate climate. Unlike other birds, Doduo rely mainly on
arguing with their parents about getting something. They said when Wailords fly, yeah, they just float in
for only times of dire need. Despite their impressive legs, traveling across the vast desert is no easy feat. A young Doduo can often wander too
There's a shiny
far
one in there.
Separating themselves from the flock.
Yo, why is that one's head slumped?
Something in the distance has caught his attention. Perhaps a patch of greenery? It looks like curiosity has gotten the better of him. The other head, still resting from the long journey,
They laid out.
is along for the ride. After days of eating nothing but dry grass, any chance to change his diet is highly tempting.
Oh shit, Cacnea.
It's just a group of Cacnea. They aren't worth the trouble.
No.
Now awake from his slumber, the other head realizes that they're no longer with the flock. Unsurprisingly, he's quite
So,
frustrated.
hey, where everybody at?
But a lone Doduo has caught the attention of others. Sandiles specialize in ambush tactics and eat almost anything that collapses in the desert. Still, there's not much food to scavenge in these parts. Desperate for a meal, a single Doduo would be a feast to relish.
Oh man.
He knows there is little chance to bring down such large prey on his own. After
He
all,
looks
a
cute.
Doduo's deadly kick
He's
and
like, I'm gonna figure this
exceptional
out.
speed make them a difficult target for any predator. However, he doesn't need to hunt alone.
He said, I got a homie.
With the element of surprise,
Their eyes.
the two of them together might stand a chance.
Okay.
The Doduo, so far, is unaware of any danger. By submerging themselves in sand, they have set up a very effective ambush site. But they still need to be careful. With two heads, Doduo are keenly aware of any potential threats. The Sandile duo remains still, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
I like this version of National D. Yeah, it's fired. Oh! They got his leg! Nom.
With a leg
look at him flopping on him.
Flee on foot.
Look at him flapping. What the heck? They can fly! they got propeller heads. Oh my god! Did he die?
Free from the deadly encounter, he lets out a well-deserved victory.
Did he just die? Oh my god! Yo, he just free falling. Oh my god. I heard there's never a Cubone episode. Oh yeah, that would be depressing. A Cubone episode for sure. Yo, the way he just the way he fucking fell to his dad.
But he has one last resort.
Look at him! Ah!
Now free from the deadly encounter, he lets out a...
Oh my god, that shit is so fucking funny, bro. Ah! Oh, he's dead. He is dead. His friend, and then the other one just right there watching his friends just freaking die. Oh my god, that is so funny. You have no idea how relieved I was when the narrative said the second head was just dozing. Imagine if the other head really was just dead. Now we have Torterra. I'm not gonna lie, Torterra is one of those Pokemon that, like, when I first saw them, I was like, yo, this thing is so cool. Like, Torterra definitely gotta be one of the coolest designs I've seen, in my opinion. However, as someone who has not really, like, locked into Gen 4, really, any of the Gen 4 games, I have not actually used Torterra. In fact, the few times I have played Gen 4, like, I played a bit of Platinum, and I played a bit of Brilliant Diamond, which was the remake. I don't think I picked Turtwig. Because I think Gen 4 just has a really good... Gen 4 just has a really good starter lineup. That might be one of the best lineups, low-key. You really can't go wrong. Because Infernape is cool. You know, Empoleon is cool, but Torterra is also cool. So because of that, I haven't really locked into trying Torterra yet. But Torterra, at least like in concept and design, super freaking cool. But yeah.
Torterra, life is best enjoyed in the slow lane. They spend the bulk of their days napping.
As they should.
Not much else. Conserving precious energy is a time-tested strategy in an otherwise fast-paced world. But resting in one spot loses its charm after a while.
I argue Gen 2 over Gen 3 over Gen 4 in that order. See, it's funny you say that because Gen 2 is probably one of my least favorite gens. Or not gens, but starter selections. I think Gen 2 starter selection is pretty abysmal, if you ask me. And the reason why I say that, I know I would piss people off saying that, but the reason why I say that is because Shout out to Torterra though.
It's about time for a change of pace.
People love almost all the starters, so that's not an argument. See, it is an argument because
Rarely seen in motion, groups of Torterra
y'all just be ready to hate on anything.
from moving forests.
Anyhow, Torterra is a cool looking starter. What's good, Cash? Welcome in. Gen 3 has the best starters from start to evolution. Thank you. I just think Gen 3 is just stacked across the board. Like you can't go like if any like
Though a drink of
I
water
think
would be nice.
the rabbit hole we jumped into.
Just beyond the trees. It's not too far. He'll get there. Eventually.
He's slow.
Of course,
And I love him.
A surge of movement from a Torterra can spell trouble for those living on his back.
Is the best second evolution because no, it was the only one people remember. I remember the other two. I just remember them being
For
mid.
some unlucky residents, it will take some work to get back home. For everyone else, it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Oh, they're riding on him.
Within the next few hours or so, this determined Torterra will finally arrive at his destination. He's almost there. Fresh water at last.
Good job.
But he's not the only one in search of a refresher.
What do you think of Piplup and Squirtle? Piplup's neat. Squirtle is my goat. Let's go, Draco Man.
Sensing a potential mate, he springs to life with a burst of agility and sets off in hot pursuit.
Yo, he is zooming.
Sadly, the Lady Torterra doesn't seem very interested.
Yeah, she don't
And
care.
giving chase is too much work for our lounge-loving male. He may have.
We're watching
failed this
PokEarth.
time, but he's more than happy to enjoy another rest.
The Tortussi is
There's
crazy.
no reason to rush. Perhaps slow and steady will someday work in his favor.
Yo, Cash, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And Scuff Village, hope you find it cozy, comfy here. If they start hunt shit, I'm leaving. Nah, they ain't doing all that. But okay. And there, I think that was the most recent episode, but that was PokEarth. These are really cool. Honestly, I need a Pokemon company. I need Nintendo to cut them a check and then just allow them to make this their job. Because as you can see, it's a long while between some of these episodes. Because the Doduo episode was 5 months ago, as opposed to the Torterra one 2 weeks ago. Which goes to show that this takes a lot of time, and they just look, they need to cut him a check. Cut them a check so that they can just pump these out as full documentaries, and that we can all just eat good off of that. Look, I'm not trying to. I don't know if I want to see the Torterra smashing.